Hey guys, if you are new, welcome. I upload every Monday and Thursday, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Today I'm going to be doing all of my foundations. I'm going to be decluttering all of my foundations. Let's start off with the ones that I'm definitely not going to be getting rid of. I won't be getting rid of any of these four. This is my favorite drugstore concealer. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I am in Light Beige 03. It is one of the best foundations I've ever found at the drugstore. It's pretty high coverage. The color is spot on for me. It's kind of hard to find a really good color at the drugstore because I feel like they don't have as many options for neutrals. So since I am a neutral undertone, it's kind of hard for me to find foundations. This is the best drugstore foundation in my opinion. Next, I won't be getting rid of my Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup. I am in the shade 3-in-1 Ivory Beige. This is so full coverage, works perfectly for oily skin. It is super matte. It is the best. It stays in place like it says it will. It's the best high coverage, long-lasting concealer. Kind of expensive, not gonna lie, but totally worth it. The next thing I won't be getting rid of is the Makeup Forever Face and Body. They don't sell this anymore. The Aqua something or other took its place, and I hear it's not as good as this. I don't have that. I haven't tried it because I have this and it's amazing. But when I run out of this, which will be fairly soon, I'm going to be way bummed that I don't have this anymore. The next foundation that I won't be getting rid of is this Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear. It is in the shade Bisque Neutral 260. It is a high coverage foundation and I just need to get a darker shade. This is too light, so I want to be able to give it a fair chance in a shade that actually matches me. The lady who matched me at Sephora did not match me well. This is way too light. The next one that I won't be getting rid of is this Cover FX Custom Coverage Drops. I use this as a lightener for this foundation specifically because it's a little bit too dark even when I'm tan. I mean, like ever so slightly. So I do like to drop this into that foundation. So I might as well just let you guys know that neither of these are going to be tossed either. But yeah, so I keep this. It's super, super, super high pigmented drops. Yeah, I'm definitely not getting rid of this. It's pretty amazing stuff. This is my winter shade, and this is a little darker than my darker shade. This is the original packaging and the original formulation of the HD foundation. And then this is the one that is currently out. It is the Ultra HD. This one wasn't out for very long. I don't remember why they changed it up, but they did. I hate the caps on these. They pop off all the time. So that's super annoying. But these are really great when you're wanting to take pictures because they are HD. They're really high coverage. They last a really long time. I think they're great on my oily skin. I'm starting to realize that I don't have as oily skin as I used to, so these last longer on my skin, but these are great foundations as well. I am pretty sure I'm going to get rid of these three. I never reach for this. I don't really like how this looks on my skin, and this is super old. Everyone really likes this. This is great for oily skin as well. I just never reach for it, and I don't know. I just really like my Milani 2-in-1 foundation and concealer much more than this. They're obviously not the same. They're not meant to be the same or anything like that. This is just a little too matte for me, I think, and it just kind of goes on a little cakey, so I'm gonna pass this one on. So this is my pass on pile. Next one is the Total Control Drops. Again, I don't really go for this. I think this might be a little too light for me. I mean, I don't know. I'm so on the fence about this because sometimes it looks all right on my skin and other times, no, I'm just gonna pass this on. I think I might try a darker shade and see if that may be the problem, but I don't know. It's kind of got a weird texture to it that I'm not a huge fan of. It is watery, but it's also got some I don't know about this one. It's good, but it's not great. Let's just put it that way. It's good, but it's not great, and I have some great foundations, and I already have one drugstore foundation, so I don't need to hold on to this for any other reason. So getting rid of these two. This I am throwing away. This I've had for a very, very, very long time, and it is just time for it to go. It is expired, and I believe there's almost nothing in it anymore. This is the MAC Studio Moisture Tint SPF 15. I honestly don't even know why I still have this. It's just been sitting in my drawer, and I never reach for it because it's expired. So when I got this, I wasn't super into makeup. My mom bought it for me for, I believe, like prom or something like that. So that's another indicator of how old this is. I'm not going to put it on my skin, and I'm pretty sure this broke me out a few times, so I'm scared to put it on my face. So this is going to be thrown away. These are going to be passed on. This is going to be thrown away. The next thing that I've had for a very long time is this Becca Matte Skin Shine Proof Foundation. I mean, this is at least 2 or 3 years old. Yeah, like everything is like crusted over. It still has foundation in it. Oh gosh. Yeah, it's super old. This is, I mean, talk about matte. This is almost as matte as this Estee Lauder foundation, in my opinion. But I didn't feel like it was very good on my oily skin back when I got it. I had very oily skin though, so I don't know if it's just because I was just so oily that it didn't work that well for me. Now it probably would work better because, like I said, I don't have as oily skin. If you are interested in trying out a Becca foundation that is matte and for oily skin, I would say try this. Like I said, I was just starting out with makeup when I got this, so I don't know how to really gauge it now since I haven't used it in so long, but I am just going to throw this away because it is way expired. The next two that I will be keeping are the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation with SPF 15. This is in the shade Medium Tan Honey. This is fairly new. I mean, within the last 6 months or so I've gotten, within the last year I've gotten this. I do really like this. Again, it is matte, works really well for oily skin, and it does have the SPF, which can make oily skin people a little more oily, but it is good to have SPF on your face. Really good high coverage foundation. If you haven't noticed, I like really high coverage foundations if I am going to put on foundation, with the exception of this guy. That is because normally if I am going to do something that shows my skin, I'm just going to show my skin. I'm just not going to put any foundation on. I'd rather only have to deal with concealer instead of like a lightweight BB cream or anything like that. As you can see, I don't have any BB creams or anything because they're just pointless to me for what I am interested in having on my face. So anyway, keeping that. Also keeping this Lock-It Tattoo foundation. Again, this is the first packaging when it first came out. This is in the shade Medium 52. Again, high coverage, stays on well, great for oily skin. Their color range though, in my opinion for like neutral skin tones isn't that great. This is a little yellow for me, just slightly too yellow. I tried to get my Nisa foundation with the Lock-It, and it also came with like a little black beauty blender. I tried to get that for her, but she had to return it because it was way too yellow for her. And then when we tried to just exchange the foundation, it was either way too yellow, way too orange, or way too pink. So it was just very, as far as for neutral skin tones, it kind of sucks. That's kind of why I haven't used up a ton of this, is because it is a little too yellow for me. So I just don't gravitate towards it as often. I don't want to have to work with it all as much as I would have to. I probably should pass it on, but I think I'm gonna give it a couple more tries. If I don't like it, I'll just pass it on. And maybe I just need to try the newer ones. We'll see. Now this one. Man, am I on the fence with this one, because this is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Multi-Performance 5-in-1 Complexion Perfector with broad spectrum SPF 45. This is meant to cover up your pores. It's supposed to be really good out when you're in the sun. It's supposed to work under your makeup. The problem I have with this is the color. So I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you can see the coloring on my hand, but it is a little bit orange. This is supposed to be able to work for all skin tones, but I don't know how that's supposed to work with all skin tones. It is kind of beigey, but they say that it's supposed to just like rub in and match with your skin color. When I did my review on this stick, I will link that above for you. Recently someone commented saying that they wanted to see what someone else was saying about this because when she put it on, it looked pink on her skin. Like for example, if you are dark, if you are a woman or man of color and you put this on, I feel like this would make you look like you had the wrong foundation on. You know what I mean? Like, and if you are really fair, I feel like this would just make you look like you had an orange face. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna try to see if this works over the weekend next weekend because I'm going to be out in the sun a lot. But like I said, I don't really like, nope, I'm just passing it on. I decided now. I'm passing it on because I don't like putting on makeup when I'm going to go to the beach or the pool if it's not for like a pool party or something like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just gonna pass this on. So these are all the ones that I'm getting rid of. These I'm passing on and these two I am trashing. And then, so I'm getting rid of 5 from my collection, but I'm keeping all of these. Not a huge improvement, but with my beauty channel, I also feel like I should have different foundations to go through and not always use the same one. And then this is very new and it's good to have HD ones in my collection for when I take pictures or whatever. And then this one has SPF, this one is super full coverage, this one is drugstore, and this one I'm going to give another chance. And then this is just a lightener. So I would say I'm getting rid of plenty, considering I don't have that many. I thought I had a whole lot more, but apparently not. Apparently I am crazy. Anyway, that completes this video. The next video that I can do is either going to be my lip products or my eyeliners. So let me know if you would rather see lip products or eyeliners. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.